Welcome back, yogis. Ajna Chakra is between your eyebrows, in your third eye. It's represented by the universal sound of Om. The element of Ajna Chakra is your mind, and the point of paying attention to Ajna Chakra is to engage your intuition. Ajna Chakra represents this mystical state of consciousness where you're able to tune in and listen to your intuition. So it's your intuition, which is the properties of experience plus acquired knowledge. It's your intuition that can guide the way if you let it. And the balance in this chakra is a sense of purpose and a clear understanding of decisions you need to make, clear decision-making process. The feeling of this chakra being in balance, so the positive qualities of this chakra are a feeling of inner peace, stability, quietness of mind, and just stillness of attention. And the signs of this chakra being out of balance are extreme susceptibility to distraction, constantly seeking validation from external sources. So social media is a really good example. If you constantly feel the need to check your social media, it may be really helpful for you to actively take some time to sit quietly and pay attention to your intuition rather than seeking this source of validation, this external distraction. So with that being said, you can balance Ajna Chakra if you feel like it's out of balance, you feel a bit scattered. You can balance it by meditating, of course, and not just on your mat, but going outside and meditating, sitting on the land or on the water, and taking those moments of quiet, external quiet to hopefully quiet your mind, to bring in this feeling of inner peace. The yoga poses that we'll use to represent Ajna Chakra are Balasana, child's pose, Garudasana, eagle pose, and Bhujangasana, cobra pose. And it's represented by the color purple. So set up for Balasana first. Knees are together, feet are together, sit your hips back on your heels. If this is really uncomfortable, you could tuck your toes. Sometimes that feels really nice for Balasana. Tuck your toes, or feet are flat, and then walk your hands forward and on the mat. And the only real intention with child's pose is to connect that spot that houses your intuition with your third eye connected to the mat. And if mat doesn't quite reach, then set up with a block. Hands outstretched in front of you, and then connect your forehead down and into the block. And take 3 breaths here. You start to notice any thoughts that arise, any reactions that arise, and you just quietly observe them rather than reacting to them. And that's the preliminary awareness of your intuition. Noticing, but not reacting to the thoughts that pop up in your mind. You can stay in child's pose for a while longer, or you can come back to it. The second pose to represent Ajna Chakra is Bhujangasana, or cobra pose. So lie down flat on your belly. Tuck your toes, so toenails are pressing down and into the mat. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Start by looking down towards the mat. Focus your gaze on your third eye, spot in between your eyebrows. And then inhale and lift up just lightly. No need to go too high, looking up, turning your gaze up, but you still have your attention on your third eye. And then lower down as you exhale. And do that a couple of times. You could try slightly wider placements of your hands. You could add a little twist as you come up and then lower down. You could really dramatically lift your gaze up, lengthen through the front of your neck, through your throat, and then tuck your chin as you weave your way back down. This time we'll hold for a couple of breaths. So you're just in low cobra here. Just hover your hands up and off the mat for a moment so that you're engaging a little bit. So there's a little bit of engagement through your spine, through your back, and then lightly rest your hands on the mat. It looks like you're looking up, but your attention is on your third eye, the spot in between your eyebrows. And stay here for 3 breaths. Press yourself back to child's pose. Take a little break there. Third eye connected down and into the mat or to your block. These representations of each chakra are just a way to portray the chakras as this colorful alternative to a binary black and white sense of health and well-being. You check into all these different facets of yourself and you start to discover what it means to be healthy, psychologically, physiologically, emotionally. All of these elements of yourself are represented in these chakras. So come on up to standing. The third pose, if you're feeling a little bit more active for the Ajna Chakra practice, you can come into Garudasana, which is eagle pose. Start by balancing on your left foot. Pick your right toes up and off the mat. Bend your left knee and then wrap your right foot around, possibly behind your calf if it reaches, and then engage your arms as well. Bend your knees, lifting your chest, lifting your elbows up and away from the mat. Attention on your third eye, your Ajna Chakra. The sound is Om. You could engage that as well. Om, Om, Om. Why not? Come on up to standing and then we'll do the other side. Why not engage a whole bunch of different elements of this chakra? Of each of these chakras, as we just create this rubric to look at, to examine our whole selves through the lens of yoga. Eagle Garudasana on the other side. This is the knee that you had surgery on. It might not bend quite as deeply as the other one, but just go as deep as you can. Swoop your arms. Lift your elbows up and away from the mat. Press your hands away from your face. You could fold forward in your eagle pose, in your Garudasana. Stand back up, maybe bend and straighten the balancing knee. Hop around a little bit. Om, Om. Stand yourself up, reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Hands come down to your heart center. Attention is on your third eye. Press your thumbs into your third eye. Oops. Try not to rub your microphone against your chemise. Touch your thumbs to your third eye for clarity of intention. Touch your thumbs to your lips for clarity of speech. Touch your thumbs to your heart for clarity of purpose. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for practicing with me. Until we meet again.